Hey guys, this is Sean with pickandstick.com, where you pick it and you stick it. Today we're going to be doing the hinge method up and down instead of left and right. So you can see the difference and see if you want to attempt it that way or the left and right way. First thing to do, clean the trailer area that you're going to be installing your decal. Second, do an alcohol bath. We use a microfiber cloth and 70% rubbing alcohol and wipe it all down and let it dry. And now you're ready to install. If you're using a Windex, make sure you go back over it with the rubbing alcohol. The ammonia in the window cleaner has a harmful effect to the glue, so don't use window cleaner when you're doing this. First thing you want to do after you have it all cleaned up is you want to get your left and right set up. So get your distance over here, get you a couple pieces of tape to set it up. Get your left and right first, then your up and down. Once you have them two measurements exactly where you want, now you can sit back and you can look at it and make sure it's in the correct area. I'm just using a 2-inch painter's tape to hold it to everything in place. Now on this one, we're going to use these two pieces of tape as the hinge, and we're going to hinge it right here in this area. Some we do up and down. That's a different video. When you bring this down, you don't want to pull down. What you're trying to do is you want to roll the vinyl off of the graphic or off the backing paper. So just take, you're not in a rush here, so just take your time. Get it to where it's almost flat level, and then you can hold the graphic and pull the backing paper off. Now this is an air release wrap vinyl, so the air has air channels built into the glue. So as you're squeegeeing it out, you'll get all the air bubbles out of it. Now that you see you have a straight line, you want to cut this. Don't want to rip it. You can use a pair of scissors. You can use, I'm using the knife. Now this piece of paper here, don't just throw it on the ground, because if you step back on it, it's very slippery and you will fall. All you're going to do is take your squeegee, just roll just past that paper there. I just go from center out. Once you get this top done, you can stop for a second if you need to or whatever, but remove this tape. You'll be able to see that backing paper in there, right across that piece. There's many different ways of doing this. You just roll it up. Grab the backing paper. What I like to do is take about 1.5 feet, 2 foot, leave that backing paper on there, and just work your way down. Overlapping, 45-degree angle. And you're never using the whole squeegee. I'm only using about half that squeegee. What it's doing, it's letting the vinyl lay out flat, so it doesn't bunch in front of it and you don't get a crease. And everything, if you get lost, if you get going too fast or you get a buckle or something like that, stop what you're doing, say there was a buckle right here in this area. At this point, you can actually still pull this up, pull it back down straight, and I'm holding it with this hand, just barely holding it down. I'm holding it taut though, just then you start to come right back, 45-degree angle, and squeegee it out. And if you have a bubble in here somewhere, just take your finger and rub on it, and it'll go away. This has air channels built into the glue. And you're not in a race, just take your time. Now I've pulled the backing paper down another 1.5 foot, 45-degree angle, overlapping. If you overlap every one, you'll never get an air pocket in there. But if you do, you can fix it. It's not the end of the world here. And slower is faster on this, so I'm just taking little small bites. And if I just take my time and go slow little bites here, everything goes much faster. Some people try to take too much of a bite with the squeegee and they'll buckle and get a crease in it. And that's exactly how you get the crease, is you take too much of a bite on your squeegee. And always keep this wet if you can when you're doing bigger graphics like this. I just have this little bucket here with a couple of drops of soap and some water in it. And it's just wet and it makes it glide across the graphic, makes it much easier. Now I'm holding it down, but I'm not letting it touch, so I'm just holding it just off the trailer here. See how I did that? I got a couple little marks right there. It's because I took a little bit too much bite with the squeegee. You pull back just beyond that point right there, hold the vinyl back down straight, take a smaller bite, it goes away. So now that you have it all stuck down, if you have a trailer with overlapping piece of aluminum, right this area right here, the trailer will flex. It'll pull that vinyl back away from that edge. If you take a razor knife, utility knife or anything, you want to lay it against the aluminum and cut straight down. That's your guide. So if you lay it right against aluminum and use it as a guide, I'm not doing anything special, I'm just sliding it right down that piece of aluminum. Now you want to tuck. Now that I've tucked that, when I put the screws back in, the vinyl won't separate here because of the flexing of the trailer. And that's pretty much it. That's a finished product now. So you can go on ahead and wash it, do whatever you want to do, but it's ready to go down the street, do whatever you need to do. That's exactly how long it takes to do these decals. All right, and take your time. If you have a problem, catch me at sales@pickandstick.com, and I'll answer you myself. Thanks.